Have you noticed how complaining has become the most common language among people in gatherings, conversations, and on social media? Everyone complains about work, high prices, stress, and other people. It's as if we've grown accustomed to viewing life from just one perspective, the perspective of lack. Complaining has transformed from occasional venting into a daily habit that steals our peace and comfort without us even realizing it. This issue is more serious than we think. Constant complaining isn't just words, it reprograms our minds toward negativity, making us focus on what's missing while overlooking all that we have. We end up living in anxiety, tension, and with a pessimistic outlook on life. Psychologists confirm that this thinking pattern increases mental stress, drains energy and motivation, and even damages our relationships with others. But even more dangerous is how complaining affects our hearts and our relationship with God. There's a huge difference between complaining to God and complaining about God. Complaining to God is worship, acknowledgement of need, and affirmation of his oneness. As Jacob, peace be upon him, said, "I only complain of my suffering and grief to God." But complaining about God to others reveals weakness in contentment and lack of certainty. That's why Ibn al-Qayyim said, "The ignorant person complains about God to people. If he truly knew his Lord, he wouldn't complain. And if he truly knew people, he wouldn't complain to them." What makes this phenomenon more widespread today are the constant comparisons on social media, weak faith in destiny, and focusing on what's lacking instead of blessings. The Prophet, peace be upon him, guided us to a powerful remedy, saying, "Look at those below you, not those above you, as this will help you not undervalue God's blessings upon you." This restores balance to the heart and awakens it to see blessings instead of dwelling on what's missing. He also said, "How wonderful is the believer's situation. All his affairs bring goodness. If blessed with joy, he gives thanks, which is good for him. If struck by hardship, he endures patiently, which is also good for him." Healing begins in the heart by embracing contentment and remembering Allah's words. Perhaps you dislike something that is good for you. Then train yourself to be thankful instead of complaining, for Allah promises, "If you are grateful, I will surely increase you in favor." One of the best approaches is to transform your complaints into prayers. Instead of pouring them into people's ears, lift them up to heaven. For God never inspires a servant to pray except to open the door of relief. Choose your companions carefully. Being around complainers affects your heart, while the company of content people cultivates peace. Train yourself to write down 3 blessings daily to thank God for, no matter how small. This reprograms your mind to see the good. Remember, complaining doesn't change fate, but it exhausts the heart. Contentment doesn't change reality, but it transforms your spirit. So keep your tongue moist with praise instead of complaints, and your heart attached to contentment rather than discontent. Be among those of whom Allah said, "Allah is pleased with them, and they are pleased with him." Whoever is content with Allah as Lord lives in peace, even if the whole world closes in around them.